A tip-off comes in that someone is streaming their Revenant bot live on Twitch. I see the tip a few hours after it was sent and the channel isn't live anymore, but don't worry, it goes live again later on. In the meantime, I click on a recently saved clip on the channel and check this out. The bot is running and it looks like another bot logs in, then one ticks into a staff of water and attacks the bot that's streaming, which then turns around and just uses a magic short bow to kill the other bot, which doesn't eat or protect item because the streaming bot gets its Amulet of Avarice, a 1.2 mil PK. Pretty strange, right? So I logged in to investigate. My first thought was all the bots teleport from me instantly, so I changed my gear from PK gear to a basic range setup. And at first I thought it wasn't working because lots of bots were still teleporting from me. But then one stuck around and a few seconds later, one ticked into a staff of water and started bashing me. I attacked it back, and then after 15 to 20 seconds, the bot teleported out. After hopping around a few times, I started encountering these bots more and more. So basically there are two farms. One teleports right away, and the other is a farm I haven't seen before, which is programmed to bash the accounts around it if they aren't in PK gear, which I can only assume is to make the other bot farm teleport away by attacking them, since there are literally thousands of bots in the Revenant caves all competing for the same monsters. Now I couldn't replicate what I saw on the bot's stream, that is, the bots breaking when they attack you and basically just stop eating and die. Switching into a Staff of the Dead also made them insta-teleport even if they attacked me. But you can also just continually cast teleblock with the magic short bow equipped until they're teleblocked, but then they're still programmed to start running away as soon as they're teleblocked. I thought maybe if they attacked me first, the programming would have been a bit different, but turns out it's not. So the next day I checked the Twitch channel, and this time the botter's live. I immediately noticed the live streaming bot has a staff of water in its inventory. I couldn't see its inventory in the clip I saw the day before. Sure enough, as I watch, I see the bot is attacking other bots to get them to telly, just like I noticed happening to the bot in the clip yesterday. So this bot also attacks other bots doing the same thing. So I think they're all using the same script, and that makes them get into a really lame fight before one teleports away. So bots now fight each other over Revenant spots. And once again, I see the bot live streaming kill another bot that seems to have broken and get its Amulet of Avarice. While I'm watching, I'm also hopping through worlds on my pure hunting for this guy, and we'll get to that right after this. Factor is a ready-to-eat meal delivery service which can help you eat well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared and dietitian-approved ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. If you're looking for calorie-conscious options over the holidays, you can try the delicious dietitian-approved calorie-smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. Factor also has protein plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving. Now, Factor also isn't just for dinner. You can count on extra convenience any time of the day with an assortment of 55 plus add-ons to suit various preferences and tastes, from breakfast items, lunch to go, and ready to drink cold pressed juices, shakes, and smoothies. Factor actually sent me some of their ready to drink smoothies, which are absolutely delicious. I've been replacing a lot of the junk food snacks I used to eat with them. Now, I've had a Factor subscription for over 3 months now, and it just saves so much time. I don't have to think about which healthy food I need to make, the ingredients I need to buy from the grocery store, or the amount of time it takes to cook it. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code sirpugger50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Thanks to Factor for sponsoring this video. We're back. The stream has 5 viewers and the streamer is talking in chat, so I know he's around. Finally, I see my character pop up in stream when I log into the world. The username of the bot is the name of the script, so I need to block that out, but the streaming bot and another bot are fighting over the spot when I log in. And after the other bot teleports out, I wait for the streaming bot to attack me and then go for the 1 in 10 shot of teleblocking it wielding a magic short bow, which I get eventually. The strategy is then to staff bash it slowly because I can see on stream the bot is running low on restore potions, so it should run out of prayer without me even needing to smite it. Plus, I'd probably run out of food since I'm a pure and the bot has decently high ranged. And we can see the bot's prayer runs out on stream and I kill it for the Amulet of Avarice. Only a 1.2 mil PK, but man is it satisfying to do it live. Can't get too excited though, because the bot's probably gonna make back what it lost in about 15 minutes and the scripter will probably just bring more restores from now on. But I stuck around to observe the next few minutes and I'm glad I did. The bot re-gears and 5 minutes later or so, an account logs in and starts attacking the bot. It seems to be a very determined and very skilled PKer that DDs under the bot consistently. Then a minute later, another account in the exact same PK setup logs in and also tries to attack one of them. I can't tell if it's trying to attack the Rev bot or the other PKer. Strange, since it kept trying to attack one of them even though they were clearly in combat, which makes me think These are PK bots. We're literally watching a whole food chain ecosystem in the wilderness. I full screened the screen eventually so that we could see a bit better, and the Rev bot escaped with like 7 hit points left from the PK bot, and then the PK bots found this bot a few more times, killing it each time. And the username of the PKer was shown on the live stream at one point as well. I really do think it's a bot, especially since we saw an identical account on stream trying to repeatedly attack someone in combat, and the stats are just ranged and magic. Plus, I've seen PK bots before, and they always DD under the target just like these ones do. So we have the basic Rev bots that teleport out when they see other players. Then we have Rev bots that staff bash and harass the basic Rev bots to clear them out of their spots. And then we have these PK bots that come in and hunt down any and all Rev bots. This is absolutely insane. A few hours later, I went back to continue these shenanigans, but none of the bots would attack me anymore. So it looks like maybe the scripter pushed an update or part of the script was disabled. As for the streamer behind the bot live streaming, the person who tipped me off told me to go check out their most recent recorded stream and that they had actually chatted with the streamer. I did, and apparently the tipper convinced the streamer to make a lava dragon bot killing bot and to run that instead of the Rev bot. It's still botting, but much better for a bot to be killing other bots than to just be gold farming at Revenants. It looks like the new bot had already killed 18 lava dragon bots in 30 minutes. Pretty interesting. Now I also got a tip about really low levels killing Revenant imps, like level 25s, and there are hundreds of them. In the last 6 months, I made a dragon Warhammer Pure, which is a level 39, and these accounts risk at least 100k because they're in the Rev Caves, so I went to see what I could do. It looks like there are 1 to 3 of them on every single world, and they're constantly hopping through worlds too. When I attack them, they usually run south and teleport out, but if they're in the northern imp spot, sometimes the script seems to break or something and they wait around for an extra 10 to 15 seconds. So the Dragon Warhammer only has 2 specs and it's pretty inaccurate since it doesn't require any attack levels, so the first few attempts fail, but eventually I KO'd one, and they risk like 140k each, and so instead of using the Dragon Warhammer, I decided to grab an Obby Maul so I could just fire off attempts and quickly hop through worlds, which worked much better. There's just a ridiculous amount of these bots. Like at one point, I KO 3 of them, one after another, in the same world. I don't even have time to pick up their loot until I've killed the 3rd one. And by the time I'm done looting all 3, 4 new bots have taken their places by hopping from different worlds into mine. It's literally a frenzy out here. And I did a trip worth over 1 mil in less than 10 minutes. And then I did 5 more trips because this is ridiculously fun. All you do is hop through worlds, roll the dice on whether or not you one-hit a bunch of these low-level bots that actually risk GP, and no sweat if you don't one-hit them because there's 3 in the next world waiting for you. So I made a quick 10 mil or so. I didn't think I'd put this pure to work since Bounty Hunter is basically dead, but there you go. Sometimes it works out. A tip comes in that someone has found a clan chat of a PVMing bot group. Username to access the clan chat was MoogieBear429. I hop on and join the clan chat and there are 8 other accounts in it. Most of the accounts are on the same world, and looking up their usernames, they all have high magic, most have high defense, and then many are in the top 100 Kalisto kill count on the highest scores. So it's a Kalisto bot farm. Obviously I go to Kalisto and hop to their world, and it's a beautiful sight. They're there. It's easy to freeze one and let Kalisto KO it. The rest get away, but it doesn't matter because I know whatever world they hop to now. And in case you might think these are gold farmers, the next attempt proves they're bots. Look at this in-sync reaction timing when I hop into the cave at the wrong time when Kalisto has been killed and the bots are waiting for it to respawn. They all just instantly log out. So I started farming them since it's way better GP per hour if you already know what world to hop to. They aren't always in the same worlds as each other either. Sometimes I'd hop to the world of one of the bots in the CC and they wouldn't even be at Kalisto, but there would be other bots not in the CC that were there. With surprising frequency that happened. So maybe there's some sort of muling going on as well where some of the bots in the CC hop to other groups of bots worlds to collect GP. I'm not really sure. Also, over a few days, it wasn't always the same names in the clan chat. Other bots logged in as well. To make sure I was doing enough DPS before the freeze ran out, I also started bringing a dark bow, which almost ensured a kill if I got a freeze off because Kalisto would then melee the bots while I was debo specking them. Some of these bots are in decent gear too, like full mystics, a mage book, and a Thameron scepter, and I killed one of the range based ones which had 3500 ether as well, a nice 800k kill. I don't really see why it would be necessary for them to be in the same clan chat, so I'm still not exactly sure what the purpose of it is, especially since oftentimes they weren't all in the same world. Here's a bot farm in the wilderness risking a lot that no one will ever kill. If you do, let me know how, because I can't figure it out. A tip came in that there are wilderness slayer bots with slayer helms, god capes, D-boots, and dragon defenders in the Wieldy Slayer cave, so I started hopping around. I started finding them pretty quickly, and there are a lot of them. You can also tell because most worlds have cannons in them, but no bots. The bots use cannons and instantly teleport from any player. It doesn't matter about the combat level, the gear, whether or not they're skulled, literally any player. They also use an Ursine chain mace, which means they're risking a decent amount in ether. Plus, presumably they have a bunch of cannonballs and other loot. Most have 12 to 1300 total level and are around 100 combat. And after one teleported away, I waited to see if it would come back since it leaves its cannon every time, but no dice. They also aren't wearing any teleport jewelry that I can see, but it's above 20 wilderness, so I'm assuming they use a Ring of Wealth to teleport out, probably to the Grand Exchange, and I wanted to see what they do after they teleport. Maybe I can intercept them at some point and kill them. But right after they teleport, they immediately hop to a different world, so the scripter has really buttoned up the script to make sure that no one can track them down and kill them. It's so hard to hunt these bots. Many of them have like 80 to 83 Slayer right now too, and only a couple have been banned since I found them a week ago. I think the biggest thing is just you can't even scout them because they teleport away from level 3 scouts as well. If anyone has any ideas on how to kill these bots, let me know. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, consider doing so. We're almost at 350,000. See you guys soon.